Hey y'all, I'm Tish and this is Tish Loves Home. Hey friends, it is Easter weekend when I am filming. I have just been to run some errands today. I had a client that I went to see who is getting ready to sell her house. And with her realtor, we just went through every inch of the house and told her what she needs to do differently, what to move around. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing that. Can't wait to see it after she makes all the changes. So I've just run a few errands and I'm going to be going home and unloading. I'm going to be making a few things for lunch tomorrow. We are having lunch at my house. So I'm going to share with you my table setting. I'll share with you some of the things that I'm making, and then I'll share some of the things with you that I'm doing for Caroline's Easter basket. It's a lot because she really is the only child at home, and most of the things that I'm getting for her or that I got for her are things that I would probably get anyway, but it does look a little extra. You know, my husband always says, Tish, it's Easter basket, it's not Christmas, but you know, it's just fun. Anyway, I'm going to share that with you and then a couple of grad gift ideas. So, heading home to unload, and I'll show you what I got when I get there. So, we're going to do a quick little grocery haul, the things that I've got picked up today for this weekend. These are really not for this weekend, but I'm going to put these up right away, so I'm going to share these with you first. So, these I got from Aldi. I absolutely love these little bars. They are so good. They're like 80 calories each. The strawberry is my favorite. They only had one of those, but I like the lime. I had one of those on the way home and haven't tried the pineapple. I don't like the mango. Some people might, but they're just not my favorite. And then they also have these, and they're 20 calories each. And yeah, I just like a little, just something sweet that's not so sweet. Cool for the warmer weather, so I'm going to go ahead and put these away now. Okay, so I'm going to be making what I call bird nests. I call them haystacks in the fall, bird nests in the spring. So easy. You just take butterscotch, melt it, mix in these little chow mein noodles and the peanuts, and then you form like a little dip in the top of them, and then you put some of these little robin eggs in it to look like little bird's nests. Super cute. I always like to do these at Easter. And then I'm making a coleslaw that is vinegar based. We love that. And these go on top of it. And then I'm going to get some baby lima beans going in the crock pot tomorrow morning. I got a salad for Caroline and me, possibly for lunch. Picked up some more fruit. We are the fruit people. Toilet paper, essentially. Got some more of these little mini marshmallows, either for Caroline to use or, you know, this has been my thing lately. I don't know why. I'm just like hooked on them. Some of the Skinny Pop, Boom Boom, Chicka Pop popcorn, sweet and salty. Some of this because we just like it on things every once in a while, not a lot. Lemon juice for my water. And the corn oil goes also in this coleslaw recipe that I make. And it has, which I don't see them. Here they are. It also has almonds that you put in it and the little crunchies on top. I'll show you that recipe. It's really good. And then just some cleaning products that I'm out of. Got that. And then I saw these pajamas in there, and I just love them. And they were like $17. So I got these for myself. I just thought they were so pretty. And then I'm going to go ahead and share this with you because I'm going to be putting these together. So for some of my grad gifts, we've got quite a few this year that we've been invited to and they're doing. And I want to acknowledge them all, but you know, you just can't do too much for each one. But for these two girls that we're going to tomorrow, I just got them each one of these. I thought they were so cute. And I'm going to put a little cash in them and then wrap them up in some pretty tissue paper with a bow. And I think those will be a sweet little gift. Here is my kitchen table set up for Easter. Very simple. I just already have these plates. These are my everyday plates. Just put the napkin in the center for a little color. And got some of my flatware out. And then these glasses, I just got a set of them in the thrift store. I saw some last year and almost bought them, but once I painted this table blue, I felt like the green glasses would be pretty on it. So they had a set of 10 for $30. So I think they'll come in handy. I can see me using them also at Christmas. And who knows when else. So just give it a little pop of green in here. So that is that table. So in here, I had taken all the Easter stuff out because I had my tea set up in here. Y'all, I'm fixing the candles like I'm always doing. So I didn't want to get all that back out. I did have a few little bunnies that were close by, so I just put a few of those on the sides. I just decided to go ahead and pull out my china plates. These were my mom's, and these pretty little gold chargers. And then I used my blue glasses in here. And I've got my little salt and pepper shakers up here on the center. So that is the dining room table. So all you do with this is just take a bag of the butterscotch morsels, just put them in. I just melt mine in the microwave. You can do it on the stove, but I usually just put them in a bowl, stick them in the microwave for about a minute, maybe a minute and 15 seconds or so. And then when those are melted, then you just take your little chow mein noodles, and you just mix them in. I am using the smaller ones because they didn't have any of the others, but either way, it's fine. You just mix that in with those. And some people add peanuts, some people don't. I like peanuts in mine. So you'll see that I do add some of that. And I'm just kind of doing it very gradually so I can really get them coated well. And then once I have them all coated and have everything in it, then you just take them out. You'll see me do that and just form them to make them look like little bird's nest. And I could not find the little small robin eggs, that are like little malt balls. I couldn't find the small ones, so I just put one of the big ones in each one. But they probably really look better with the little small ones, and you could do several. But put them in the refrigerator so they can harden. Quick and easy dessert, and they're so good. Here they are, and like I said, I use just one big one, but they're really cute if you find the small ones, and you can put several in them. They're just easy, quick, yummy. We love them. So this room is really in a mess right now because I have got tea stuff out, I've got Easter stuff out, I have stuff for wedding rehearsal out, so I'm going to try to film just putting these together. It's going to be pretty simple, but I'll kind of show a little bit of it. Just excuse the mess and show you what they look like when they're finished. Okay, here they are. I did them differently. Just used some different paper on this one so you could see. That one's just got gold on it and it has gold there. And then just threw a little name tag on them. So I think that's a cute little gift for graduation. Spent a little time working at the church, getting ready for our Good Friday services, and then I'll be going back before Easter to get it ready for Easter morning. I am in the craft room. I'm going to go ahead and start putting Caroline's Easter basket together. I've been up to the church. I'll show you a picture of the cross for tonight. It keeps changing. And I ended up adding a few other things, and then we'll make a few more changes tomorrow before Easter Sunday. So I've had a busy day, but I want to go ahead and get this done because I have 2 teas to go to tomorrow, and then also just trying to get stuff ready for Easter lunch. So one of the things that I like to do when I'm putting my baskets together, and you know, I only have one at home, so this is more than what I would think most people would do. But again, she's the only one at home right now, and she's a teenager too. So the things that I get usually are things that I know that she's going to ask for anyway. So it's kind of a dual purpose. But I always like to keep, and I always have, just some little things like these were $1. I think they came from maybe like the Target dollar spot, you know, the bullseye section. I like to keep little things like this on hand because I do like to put some of the things in little bags, treat bags, just so that it's not all just right there. And then I also have that tissue paper I was using earlier, so I'll be using some of that. So I'm going to share with you a few things that I got for her, and then I'm going to go ahead and start putting them in the basket and in the bags, and we'll see how it all ends up looking. So she asked for some of these. This is just a like a sugar-free thing for iced coffee, and they sell them at TJ Maxx, Ross. So I found two. I got at TJ Maxx, and then I found another one. So I'll probably put one in her basket and then just have the others for her to have to use, see which flavor that she likes best. These I just picked up for her to use in her lunch boxes. I thought those would be cute and helpful for her. She takes fruit a lot. She takes little salad. She has condiments that she takes. So I thought these would be good for that. I guess this was in her Shein cart. I don't know. I don't remember ordering this, but apparently it was in her Shein cart. So, you know, that was probably 50 cents. I don't know. This is the new scent at Bath & Body Works, and we were in there the other day, and she liked the smell of it, so I thought I'd put a little bit of that in here. So these are probably like her most expensive thing that I got. She saw these when we were shopping the other day, and she wanted them, but she put them back, and at the time I was thinking, oh, I'd love to put those in her Easter basket, but I don't know if they would still be there or not. So when I went shopping this week, they actually were. It's the only pair that they had because they were in Ross. So I'm super excited. That's going to be a big surprise to put in there for her. This little like Germex holder, Bath & Body Works. I thought that was sweet. You know me and the bows. And she had picked out some things from Shein, some swimsuits, so I just got a couple of those. I'll probably take them out of the bag. And this was just like a little tank. I think it crisscrosses. I don't know how it's going to do on here for me to show you, but it's like a little crisscross tank top from Shein. It's really good material though. It's nice and stretchy, and it's not so thin. And then just a clip from Shein. And then I usually put these in there always. Put some of these in. Some of these. I thought these would be good to take to the beach. I think I got this at Aldi. They always have the cutest little seasonal things. And always and forever, since they were very little, I've always done a chocolate cross, excuse me, at Easter, so I had to do that. And then these are one of her favorites. I thought I might run by tomorrow and get maybe one more. I haven't done that yet. And then just some gum. And then these are kind of a tradition too. And she had mentioned these products, so I got one of those to go in there. And then also she had a couple of books on her list, so I got these too. Don't know much about them, but she's really, a couple years ago, I called it the Christmas Miracle. After Christmas, she really started reading just for fun. I was so excited about it. So I always try to do that when I can. So this is what I have. So I'm going to go, oh, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and start just kind of putting some things together. I got one more thing downstairs I forgot to bring up. It's some little pajama bottoms. So I'll bring those up and show you in just a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. Here is the finished basket. I think it turned out really cute. I'm going to keep these two little things out to the side just for a little extra. And then I went ahead and put one of these in here, but I have a couple more and I'll just set those out. And then she had also asked for like some disposable iced coffee cups. And so I do have some of those too, and I'll just kind of put those to the side. But like I said, I've always tried to put things in their Easter baskets that I felt like would be things that they, you know, would really use, not just junk that's just going to get, you know, tossed to the side. Even when they were little, I tried to do like sandals and sunglasses and things like that so that I knew it would be things that they would be using. So that is the finished product with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and kind of get the rest of this mess kind of cleaned up in here a little bit and maybe go rest a little bit before our Good Friday service. Okay, so I did a quick pickup, kind of got some things put back where they needed to go, stuck some of the things from last weekend in my closet up here. So I've got another weekend before I have another tea, so I'll take care of that before then. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of stop my activities for today, rest a little, and get ready to go to our Good Friday service. So here's the look at what I ended up doing at the church for Easter. It really was so pretty. It doesn't show up as well on video as I think it did in person, but just trying to come up with something new. And I Pinterest a lot of ideas at other churches, so that's why I'm sharing, because I'd like some more ideas for next year. I think I want to add more palms and just make it a little bit greener up there, but it really was a beautiful Easter Sunday.